Hey everyone, so let's start with the coding. So as you can see, our notebook is kind of ready, and what we can do is just a little bit over here. If you see in the datasets portion, you can see these test, train and valid folders are there. So we had already seen in the last video, and you can see all these are your folders where your images are. So let's say this is one particular species, Abbott's babbler, and you can see inside there will be many images. So I hope you understood the directory structure. So for that, let's do the basic import. So for the basic import, we are going to have numpy. So numpy as np, we're going to have it. After that, we're going to have os. Okay, after that we need matplotlib. So I'm going to say import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. After that, I'm also going to have cv2 because I need to read and write certain images, read images basically. Then you will need import torch, and you will also need import torch.nn as nn for your basic deep learning stuff. Okay, so after that you also need torch vision. So I'm going to say import torch vision, and lastly you're going to say from torch vision you need to import two things. You need transforms because we'll talk about augmentation and we'll be using some of the things from there, and we'll also be needing the models. Okay, so let me hit shift and enter. Okay, so once you have all of these models, or rather modules imported, packages imported, you need to find out the paths of all of this, right? Because we will be needing this. So I'm going to say train path. This is going to be the path of the folder that has this particular train folder, which has all the species folders. So there are 525, I think 535. We'll see in the next line only how many are there. And every folder has many images inside it. Okay, so train path, how you're going to give it? We are going to go over here, and this was the image. We are going to copy directory path. Okay, so we are going to copy directory path and paste it over here, and add a slash at the end because it's helpful. Okay, so and then we'll have val path, same thing over here, valid. Go over here, click copy directory path, and then paste it over here and add a slash. Lastly, you also have the test path. So you're going to say test path, and here what you can do is you can go over here and copy this. Now in this video I'm just going to do two things. We are just going to do the basic setting, and then I'm going to print one image. I'm going to display one image to see that yes, all the settings that we have done is over. I don't want to make this video more than 10 minutes long because it will become a little bit cumbersome for both of us. So now let me see how many actually folders are there within the train section. You can see there are 595 and there are some over here. So let's see how many are there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say len, we're going to find of os.listdir. Now what is os.listdir? It will whatever path we'll give here, which is train path, so it will go to train and then see how many files and folders are there inside this. That it is going to do. It is just going to do that. And what is the files and folders over here? Every species has one folder, so we are going to see how many folders are there. So I'm going to say print. Okay, and we say the number of classes are and then give a comma, and I'm going to say end train. Let hit shift and enter. You can see 525. Okay, not 535, 525. No problems. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to print a random image. We are going to display a random image from the train data set. Okay, this is what we are going to do. So for that, obviously what you need is out of all these your 525 folders, we need to pick any one random folder because we need only one image. It can come from anywhere. So I'm just going to say fold equal to np.random.choice. so this is going to pick one random choice from all the available choices. What are the available choices? We have already seen here, os of list dir, and in here you give the train path. So what this line is going to do over here is it says np.random.choice. We haven't specified anything else other than this, which means it is going to take one out of which? One out of all these. What is os.listdir of path? It's all these, any one out of this. Okay, now what you want? Okay, you have selected the folder. Fold is going to have the folder. Out inside that folder there are many images. So we have to take a random image from there also. So I'm going to say a random images. Basically it's going to be all images first, and then we will pick up the random. I'm going to say list dir. Okay, so list all the random images from where? From that particular folder that you have chosen here. From whatever random folder you have chosen, give me all the images. Or just let me say, you can also say all images. Okay, you can say all images, give me all the images from the random folder that you have selected over here. After that, what you are going to do, now give me the random image. This was all images, but we don't want to print all images, we just want a random image. So I'm going to say again input and np, that is numpy.random.choice. From where you're going to say rand or all images. So all images, so this was all the images in this particular folder. Now just give me one of that, and the way we do one of that is np.random.choice. Okay, so what is the image? Let me read the image. So I'm going to say cv2.imread. This is for reading the image, and you have to give the whole path. Okay, that's why you have to give train path folder. So in the train path, which is on the train folder, you have the fold, which was the random folder that we have here, and you also need to add a slash. And then what you need to give the image name that was found over here, the random image name. Okay, so now this has already been read. Okay, now what you can do is you can let's say you also want to know the species that you have selected. So I'm going to say species, and the way you are going to say is fold, because you can see over here what is the name of the species, the name of the folder itself, right? So you can obviously print the folder, and let's try to print this, but show this particular image. So I'm going to say plt.imshow. I'm going to show the image, and then plt.show. And there is one thing that needs to be done, but I'll show you first the image. You can see this image is there. Now the problem with OpenCV is it gives you the images in BGR format and not RGB. We are very familiar to RGB format, red, green, blue, but it gives you here, you are not able to see. Let me go and you can run this particular function as many times as you want. Okay, so it's really hard to understand over here, and it does not even matter. I'll tell you, it does not matter, but you can see some color is off. Okay, and the way to solve this problem is, what you do is you go over here, image equal to cv2.cvt underscore color. This is what you do, cvt, no, not the underscore, so cvt color, and after that inside you pass certain you pass the image, and then you see cv2 dot underscore capital color bgr2 gray, oh sorry, bgr2 rgb. This is what you do, and now you hit shift and enter. So now you can see this particular, if you you can see over here, now this color, whatever this species is called takahe, and this is the real color. If you just comment this part over here, do nothing, just comment this part, you are not converting it to bgr to gray, you can see it's all bluish all the time. It mostly will be bluish, and the color is off basically. Okay, so this is a what to say, you can check this one. This is common iora. You can see the color is much better over here. Okay, so I'll keep till here only in this particular video. In the next video we'll be talking about data, and there will be how we are going to create data, basically data loader and train data set, and why it is so important to have all of these particular all you see the images are in folders. They are so nicely kept. No it's not that all the images are in just one train folder. Why this kind of assortment is so important, this is something that we will be covering in the next video. So please just hang on, and this series might take a couple of videos to finish, but it's very important because this is going to help you in doing most of the image classification of any kind. Forget about bird classification, any kind of classification follows mostly this particular step-by-step process only. Okay, so I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and bye.